So everyone, hello. I'm excited to see you, and I hope that you can see me well too. We will talk about idioms today, and before we will start doing this, I will gladly tell you my name. My name is Aleks, and I want to check connection. One second. I will gladly tell you my name. Oh wow, that's where the sounds come from. One second. Yes, now I know. I wanted to know where the sound came from. Okay. I want to tell you that today we will watch video. Video will be about idioms. It will be a short video, like 10 minutes. But I hope that I will be able today kind of understand a little bit more about English. And of course what I'm doing right now, it is just a little bit a lazy way to remember a little bit about idioms, to remind to myself that idioms can be different. And of course it is my lazy way of studying a little bit, because sometimes you can study actively, and by actively I mean like to sit and hard, like try to memorize some words and try to work with them as much as you can, to put them in different situations, to play with them. But what I want to do, it is my way, like more relaxed way, just watching video. If I will memorize something, it will be amazing. If I will not memorize something, it's also good, like maybe next time I will remember something better, I don't know. But before, of course, doing anything, like anything, watching video, talking about idioms, we will be glad to see your comments, we'll be glad to see your likes, and support on PayPal, Amazon, wishlist as like as you... Yeah, you can support us like as you want, as, or maybe as want as you like. Anyway, yeah. What video we will watch? It is video from YouTube channel Forest English. Forest English makes sense, because sometimes you can think that you can feel that you're lost in some idioms, and I'm not big like in this regard about idioms. I cannot use them. I'm fan of idioms, but I'm not able to use them as maybe I should, already after so many years studying English. But still I feel always that if I will tell some idioms, it will be not natural from me, it will be not a good like a good way of using them. With me it's always awkward if I'm using them, because my pronunciation on the top of this, and sometimes people can really look and can you repeat please, what did you mean, or like stuff like that. And with me it was happening quite enough. Hello JLRR. Oh, Jennifer. Hello Jennifer, glad to see you. Hearts are you, thank you. Hi Aleks, are you studying or working? At this moment, oh my god. At this moment I'm not studying. I mean, I'm not working. I'm at home. I'm not working because I want right now to prepare myself for TOEFL, and I must prepare myself for TOEFL because I'm kind of I'm understanding, I have kind of a realization. It is big step in front of me, very challenging, extremely challenging. TOEFL for me it is like a very difficult task. Actually, I didn't think about this as difficult before, but now I'm realizing that it is very difficult for me task, and I need to study now by myself. Of course, I'm not studying at university or somewhere else, because it is extremely. I tried one semester, thanks to Glenn. He helped me to pay for this semester, but it is too expensive to continue like that. That's why I will study by myself. Cheaper, fun, sometimes challenging, but like it will be challenging, I'm sure. But yeah, thank you for this question. And I'm realizing that importance of TOEFL for me, it is about in future to find good job. That is the main idea after this. And I don't know how long it, because it looks like I had quite big break, long break from studying, from doing anything related to my English, because 3 months I was not kind of into English, let's say like this. I was not watching movies. I was not like I was a little bit away from maybe I should do. But one of the things that now I am back with English, I will try to study English. I will try to. The main idea, it is slow, like investment, time investment, and like even talking with you, I feel it is already good. Watching videos in English and trying to do something that can help me to work with English. Okay, what we will do now? We will watch a little video. I want to show you a screen. Here this screen will be. Can I show? I think that I can. Somehow I can. And it is, as I said before, from the channel. This channel is called Forest English. My goal right now will be just to listen, to stop, to use, to practice, to hear your if somewhere there in chat will be with us today, to hear your feedback, to listen like where you would use this idiom, and would you use this idiom at all, or maybe it is. Sometimes I found out that pretty often people know this idiom. Yes, they know, but they would say that I never use this idiom. Yes, I've heard that, for example, my grandpa or my granddad, or grandmother, she was using this. I've heard about this idiom before, but I personally feel that this is too old for me. Or maybe in those times people were using, but now, hell no. And that's one of the things. Other thing, because language is changing, sometimes you can find that idioms, they're kind of new, fresh, and people would say that I would never use it because number one, I do not understand. Yes, I understand as a native speaker, for example. I'm like, but something like it is not my way of speaking, not my way of expressing myself, because with idioms they have this different type of kind of vibe, and sometimes they have this vibe of youthness. I don't know, like, oh come on, like some young people can talk like that. And that is another situation where people would say that I would never use this idiom because it is too fresh for me, or maybe I never heard about this idiom before, and because I never played games, or like, I don't know. Yes, okay, let's go jump into this video. And before doing this, of course, I already reminded my phone. I reminded to you that you can leave your likes, and I want to see our comments just in case. Can I see? I don't see that I can. Wow, that is something new. Pam param. Yeah, I cannot see our comments. It's okay. I see that there are not so many people at this moment. 1 second. Okay, I'm ready. Ah, here I see chat. Live chat. I cannot see still. Okay.
You are going to love this lesson because today you're going to learn the 20 most common idioms in English. And using these idioms will help you sound like a native speaker. Welcome back to J-Force English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started.
Like one of the things that she said that you will sound like native speaker, but my goal never was to sound like native speaker, because sometimes I wanted like to try to improve my pronunciation, or like in order to be more understandable. That is the reason behind. But I did I didn't want to sound as native speaker before. I think that it is kind of impossible, kind of late, because I was studying always like by myself. If I would have English teacher, personal tutor, who would work with my pronunciation and with my, let's say, vocabulary, improve my way of speaking, American English teacher, I feel that it would definitely be useful for my English, and it would definitely benefit to me in future, because sometimes when I go to meet people, I'm realizing that they can hear my accent, and they always asking me like, wow, where you from? Wow, how long do you study English, and stuff like that. And it is an indicator of the fact that people do understand that my English is not so good. That's why people ask it such questions. But yes, what I was thinking about, like maybe like I saw that tutors you can find, or Preply, or different platforms, and maybe when I will have opportunity, I will try to find a good teacher for my English, because I never was using English tutor in English, but it would be interesting to see will it work out for me, because I already have conversational level. I already able to read intermediate books, like level of intermediate. It would be interesting to find out what teachers, I know native speakers, they always can offer to you something, even they do not mean it, because when you're talking with them, you can hear pronunciation, and it is automatically like, wow, it is interesting. You have different way to say this word, or you have different way to put grammar, or like, because grammar kind of, it is like a river, and depends from the speaker. If you read a lot, if you watch a lot of modern stuff, you will speak differently. I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, I'm jumping. Yeah, I'm doing to another topic. But yes, one of the things that, of course, I never was thinking. Maybe sometimes I was thinking it would be good to have. Why not? To have good native speaker pronunciation, but at the same time it is so time consuming, and for this I need definitely English tutor. Yeah, and maybe one day I will try just to do this in order to see how it will work out for me. Yeah.
Number 1, to break a leg. Do you know this one? What if I said to you, break a leg? Do you know what that means? I'm saying good luck. And we generally use this when someone...
I think that one time I've heard this idiom before. I'm not sure, yes, break a leg, but I, like, if you're not using this, you definitely will not remember meaning behind. And with me it is kind of happening often. If I do not remember it means that, of course, I was not using before. It makes sense. And of course, I think that in future, I cannot see, by the way, any how it's called, chat. Yes, I need to see chat because I'm not able to communicate. I mean, if there's some open panel. 1 second. Chat and open panel. Okay. Ah, it's here. Oh my god, it is here. I'm so sorry. It is here. Hello to Lisa Marshall. Hey Alex, how are you? Thank you for your message. I'm glad to see you, and I hope that now sound is good, because hello to Sam Smith Q. How are you? You said that you was hear double sound. Do you hear this now too? Yeah, now it is good. It looks like right now it is good. My first language is idioms. Oh, Lisa. That means that you like to... I mean, you're very well educated, because for me, how may... Like, for example, if you're using idioms often, for me, it is indicator that you're very well educated person. I would love one day to use it, like, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's only one idiom I use, and like, it's not actually, I feel it's not like actually idiom, I just phrase. It's not like break a leg. To break a leg, it is like good luck, but sounds rude, actually. Sounds offensive, and like you're interfering into something, like you want to harm somebody. But actually, it is. I wish you luck. It doesn't make any sense. If I'm as immigrant will hear that somebody will tell me break a leg, I would say, are you in your mind? Sorry, but it was rude, and I will try to stop to talk with this person, or maybe I will be thinking about this phrase for a while. Now I would, of course, I've heard the meaning of this, but for a while, like first time hear this, I would think it would bother me. I would think about this all day, and eventually would try to find out why he wanted me to break a leg. Why he wanted me to harm me. We were just chatting, and I was sharing about my exam, that tomorrow I will have exam, and he said to me, break a leg. I wish you break a leg. And I'm like, yeah, I would be shocked first time hear this. It doesn't make any sense. It is just crazy that native speakers sometimes, like, or English speaking people from English speaking countries, let's say like this, they do not notice this little small detail. They just sometimes unintentionally wishing people to harm. I'm joking, but yes, let's watch this part.
Is about to perform in an exam or a presentation, a job interview, or within the theatrical world if you're an actor. So I might say you're going to do great on your presentation, break a leg. Good luck. And you can simply use those 3 words, break a leg.
Break a leg. Break a leg.
Don't worry about writing these down, because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF, and you can find the link in the description. Number 2, to spill the beans. Oh.
I don't remember. Did I watch this video before or not? But I don't remember spill the beans anyway, even if I watched. No, I don't remember. Okay.
This means to reveal a secret. So you tell your friend about this surprise party you're planning for another friend, but then she spills the beans. She tells that friend, hey, we're planning you a surprise party. You can say, I can't believe you spilled the beans about the surprise party. So
Together, like, I can't believe you spilled the beans. It is always necessary to have this second part of the sentence in order to understand that it is idiom. In Break a Leg, I saw now video like just she showed now to us. Break a leg. A woman was passing by and she said, break a leg, without any contest. Like, good luck, break a leg. I think it is kind of, if you know, you know. If you do not know, you do not know. Here the same situation. Spill the beans. Spill the beans. I would be confused actually. Really. I would really be confused, and it is to reveal a secret. But I feel that I will forget. It is easily forgettable idiom. Because here you need to think. You need to really to think about meaning behind of this idiom. You need to, I don't know, to memorize it.
what about you? Can I trust you with a secret? I'm going to tell you a secret, but first you have to promise to not spill the beans. So put in the comments, I won't spill the beans, I won't spill the beans, and then I'll reveal my secret.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans.
Number 3,
I like how he say this. Spill the beans.
Spill the beans.
Number 3,
I like such type of shows, comedy shows, you know, like I want to watch all Friends, show, and I watched only few episodes, but I love it, and I want to watch all of them. It will require a lot of time and effort, but now I'm rewatching some movies that I was watching, because when I was student I loved to watch American movies, shows in Russian language, and at those period of time I didn't study English, but I was watching a lot of American shows and in Russian, of course, and now I want to rewatch some of them. Like, I have a huge amount of these things that I want to watch, and maybe Friends would be nice to watch because it looks like a fun thing to do. Okay. Hello to everyone who joined right now. If you do not know my name is Aleks, and I'm glad to see you on channel Aleks Live. I will be happy if you will leave your like. You can leave your comment below. It is very cool to see your opinion about English idioms. And also you can leave your opinion, your new your opinion about what, like, for example, idioms you are not using. Yeah, so maybe what idioms you find attractive, interesting to use. Okay. I'm an English teacher, you know. Oh wow, it's cool. Yeah. Of course, you're very well educated, Jennifer. Yes, I will help with pronunciation. My pronunciation is terrible. I know that, and maybe one day I will. Oh, Frankie. Yes, because all this time I was sitting here, and I want to show you who I have near me. All the time. Can I show? I think I can. Look at this. Frankie, he was sharing with me place, chair, and he was like, yeah, I will sit there and nobody will tell me no. Yes, Frankie. Hey, look at this. Amazing. I'm sorry to bother you. Look at his amazing bow. Oh my god. Frankie? Yes, he is extremely cute puppy. And he's very glue. Okay, I will. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. I received your message. If you will help me with pronunciation, it would be cool. It would be cool, like to do so. I will be happy to take this opportunity. It will help me in TOEFL for sure. Like if like just like one of the things I don't have so much money to pay, and yes, maybe some time when you will have opportunity, why not? Why not? Okay. Let's go and jump into next idiom, and you have to learn when someone is speaking in the literal terms or not. We often use body language, tone, and inflection to show what we mean. Yes, like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. A lot, like, depends from context. Okay, Frankie is leaving. I will have more space. One moment. Thank you, Frankie. One second. Yes, I feel that a lot depends, of course, from how you talk. Like, if you talk, for example, like if from your intonation, from your tone, like you said, Lisa, I feel it makes sense. And Jennifer said, "Spill the beans" is kind of goofy. Goofiness, you can feel goofiness, and actually I will tell you one thing, that before I never liked word goofy. I mean, I was feeling it is kind of offensive. I will tell you example. When I was talking with some people by video, while I was in Russia with some American subscribers, I was talking by video, and people were using goofy to me. And I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was feeling that they meaning something bad about me, or like, first time I've heard these words, I never knew this, because, and I'm like, goofy, to like, because I know, there was a cartoon with Goofy, and I was thinking, I'm a dog, like, you're Goofy, and I'm like, there was cartoon with dog Goofy, I don't remember how it is called, and I was immediately thinking, you're so goofy, or like, don't be goofy, something like that. And I'm like, it is the way to say don't be like a dog. And first time I was a little bit offended, because I didn't know words, but I knew there was, like, in one famous cartoon there was a dog with the name Goofy. And I'm like, I'm not a goofy, I'm not a dog. Thank you, of course. I appreciate it, but I was thinking this in my mind. I'm like, yeah, maybe it doesn't make any sense for you, but it makes sense for me. It makes sense for me when I was thinking of this. Yes, and thank you, Jennifer, for offering me tutoring and the lesson stuff like that. I think that it would be nice one day to do this. Thank you a lot, and I appreciate this. I appreciate this so much. Frankie now belongs to Alex. Frankie, he's extremely attached to me. I mean, like, I attached to him, he attached to me, but I feel so bad for him because sometimes when I'm leaving, he's like, like he's panicking. He's like, no way, don't leave me again. And I feel so bad. I feel guilty that I'm leaving this Fluffy. I mean, like, he's at home, he's safe, he has food, water, everything. Like, I don't need reason to worry, but I know that it is stressful for him when, for example, somebody to whom he is close to leaving, and I'm like, gosh, it is crazy. Yeah, like, I have a toy poodle now that I rescue. Oh, wow, it's so kind from you. It's so kind. Okay. Goofy from Disney, yes, Goofy from Disney. There was cartoon like that, and like when people were telling to me, "Don't be Goofy," and I'm like, "Don't be like a dog," and I was really offended. I was like I didn't tell this. There was conversations. I didn't tell this. It happened several times. First time, my mind was processing everything, and I skipped this. I remember that, but. And then second, third, it was happening in different conversations by video with some subscribers, and I was, after a while, kind of offended, and I didn't check this. You're not always checking information like that, like instantly, even if you have access to check everything. But I was like feeling bad when people told me, "Don't be Goofy." I was like, oh my god, I'm a dog. That's what they wanted to say to me. And plus I had a not so good experience because they're like, I was in South Korea. They have very offensive words, slurring words related to dogs. Like, yes, it is very bad words in Korean language, and I've heard people were using them pretty often, Koreans, and I was thinking that it is something like that, because, like, I will not swear here now, but there was some phrase in Korean, you can look up by yourself, and slow, like, cursing words in Korean related to dogs, and you will hear this, and yes, I was like, no way. They told me to be Goofy. Don't be Goofy. Yes, okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, 1 second.
To hit the hay. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay. Do you know what this means? It means I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep.
I think I've heard this before. Maybe I watched even this video before. I don't know. But still, even if I watched this, it is still useful because for me, difficult to remember everything. But because I was watching so many videos with idioms, still, hit the hay, go to bed or go to sleep. It makes sense. It makes sense. I feel that it has religious roots somehow, because I think immediately about Jesus. I don't know why, about animals around him. He was in the barn or somewhere there, and he was born, and he was lying in the hay. I don't know why I think about this, but I have such impression, like, some people would say, like, hit the hay and you, like angel, go to the hay to sleep. I mean, like, maybe it sounds strange, but it is my first impression right now. Okay. Yes. As an English instructor, you should learn another language. English grammar is yes, it is nightmare, yes. And Anglophone countries no longer teach English grammar to natives. For me, it would be interesting to see. I never was substituting in English lesson class. I was in Spanish class. Like they wanted to make sure that there will be adult in classroom and helping to students to follow the rules in classroom. But yes, there was one guy. He didn't know English, but he knew Spanish, and I was like trying to encourage him to study English despite that it was Spanish class, because it doesn't make any sense for me sometimes that you can find situations that children of age of like 12, 10, different ages, 6th, 7th grade, they live in America. I'm understanding it, it's Texas, but they don't know English. I'm understanding a lot, many situations can happen, and I feel that these children should have opportunity, of course, to study English. Being in America, it is must to have language, must to know language. It is number one language. And of course, Spanish is amazing. I have no doubt. It is beautiful language, stuff like that, and more. But for me, it's always like priority. I feel that improve. Like even now, being having conversational level of English, I do not dare to start to study Spanish, despite that I'm living in Texas, because I think that for me it is necessary to improve my English. It is number one priority. I'm understanding a lot, of course. So people would argue with me like, Alex, you need to study Spanish. Maybe. Look, I was naive before when I wanted to study Chinese, because it is time-consuming, energy-taking, and stuff like that, and expensive, all this stuff. But yeah, I was thinking that no. I need to stick to my habits. Okay, I hit the hay. We know this phrase now. This phrase means go to bed or go to sleep. I gave you my opinion about this, that I feel when I hear hit the hay idiom that we are talking about Jesus, or maybe like angel, like when you're telling to a child, go hit the hay. You're talking like an angel, go to sleep. That's what I think. It is my impression. Kind of strange, but it is. Okay, let's go.
So you might tell your family, I have an early meeting tomorrow, so I'm going to hit the hay. Now you can also use sack. Hit the hay, hit the sack, they mean exactly the same thing.
Let's hit the hay.
Well, I'll hit the hay.
Number 4, to bite the bullet. This is when you face a difficult situation with courage. So
Bite the bullet. What do I think about this? Bite the bullet. Okay, no thoughts. Just make no sense as usual. If hit the hay makes sense, somehow I justified this for myself. I found some unusual but logic. Here, by the bullets, you can bite any metal stuff and it will be the same for me. But why exactly the bullet?
let's say you made a mistake at work. That's a difficult situation, but you're going to face it. So you're going to walk into your boss's office and you're going to say, I made a mistake. So you could tell your coworker, I have to bite the bullet and tell my boss about the mistake. We bite the bullet.
Guess it's time to bite the bullet.
Number 5, to hit.
It is like to tell uncomfortable truth in some way. To tell, that's what I feel like. To bite the bullet, to tell something that you didn't want to tell before, but you do not have choice, or some forces encouraging you to tell this. Yes, to tell uncomfortable truth. Spanish, Jennifer said, is the language I know, but I'm not fluent. Wow, I mean, Spanish sounds... I cannot say that I love, like, there was several situations when I'm not big fan of Mexican food. And to say that I cannot say that I'm big fan of Spanish language. And it's not something like... It's different because it is not what I'm ready for right now. Yeah, it is difficult to explain my feelings towards Spanish. I understand it is a very popular language, but maybe because I was living so far from Spanish and I know a little bit about this language. I know that only a few things, that it is close to English in many ways, and you can find some phrases or words, they sound kind of the same, like future, it is like future perfecto, something like that. Or yeah, and it is I don't know, interesting. Maybe when I will have this time, energy, the most important it is motivation. I will try to find a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's watch something next. What will be next idiom?
The jackpot. I hope this happens to you. This is when you experience a significant success or gain. You could say winning the contract felt like hitting the jackpot for our company. So
hit the jackpot. I would think, for example, what I was doing recently. I will show you. I was buying some Powerball tickets. Yes. I didn't win at all anything, like it's sad, so many times already bought Powerball tickets, zero success. I didn't hit the jackpot, that's what I wanted to say. And when somebody would say to me, hit the jackpot, I would think immediately, oh, you won the jackpot? Wow, I'm glad for you. But it is a little bit different. Experience a significant success or gain, like winning the contract. Here I feel it is more a result of your work, you know? It is a result of your pursuing of your career, you know? Like something like it is your achievement, because winning the contract you must to qualify for this, you must to work towards this and stuff like that, and that's what I would think. But again, yeah,
maybe the contract was for a very large amount, or it was with a really prestigious client. So it was a big success, a significant success.
We hit the jackpot.
Number 6, to catch someone's...
Yes, he said this, like, we hit the jackpot, we hit his, yeah, I want to rewatch this moment.
We hit the jackpot.
Number 6,
we hit the jackpot, yes, that was cute. I hope that everyone will hit the jackpot in this chat, in our Eagle community. I encourage you to do so, to be successful and to have everything what you want in your life to have. Because I personally I'm understanding that in many times you need to work towards if you want to achieve something. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Next idiom.
Catch someone's eye. This means to attract someone's attention or simply be noticed. Her impressive presentation caught the CEO's eye. So notice that possessive. Catch someone's eye, the CEO's eye. So it's
Possessive. She is explaining grammar a little bit better, and that's the thing. I'm not good with English grammar. I'm not good in English grammar, and I'm glad that she's explaining this stuff. And yeah, I'm realizing that English grammar requires concentration, and it requires your attention. Yeah, like, can I say, you must catch? No, about grammar you cannot say like that. Or can I? Like, he caught eye on Grammar's book in Barnes and Noble store. No, something is off. Something is not right. But again, attract someone's attention or be noticed. Her impressive presentation caught the CEO's eye. Okay, the CEO's eye. Okay, I will try just to remember. That's what I can do.
possessive. How about this one? His resume caught the hiring manager's eye. So notice the possessive is after the S because there's more than one hiring manager. The hiring managers, it's plural. So you add the possessive after for a plural.
His resume caught the hiring manager's eye. Means that managers, it is plural. Okay, in CEO situation there was like singular. It makes sense. Or does it? Okay, I'll try to remember.
So it belongs to the hiring managers. But notice I is always singular. We don't add the S to I.
Pick whatever
Like
catches
this,
your
one
eye.
eye.
Are you enjoying this lesson? If you are, then I want to tell you about the Finally Fluent Academy. This is my premium training program where we study native English speakers from TV.
Okay, I will move to another idiom. And while we are moving to another idiom, I want to look to your comments and to see what we have there. Maybe I missed something. Bite the bullet, a message from Jennifer, comes from when doctors helped wounded people. They would have them bite a strap of a bullet or help handle the pain. Oh my god, it has history behind it, quite tough history, I would say. Yes, very tough history. Okay, let's go.
Number 8, to hit the nail on the head. This is when you describe precisely exactly what is causing a problem or situation.
Hit the nail on the head.
To give you a compliment, I could say you really hit the nail on the head with your analysis. But I could reverse that and
You really hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the market. Okay.
say your analysis of the situation really hit the nail on the head. Both of them are correct and have the same meaning.
You hit the nail on the head.
Number 9, to burn bridges. You don't want to do this. This is when you damage relationships or you close off opportunities. And most people do this when they end a relationship. In a business context, this would be when you quit, when you end
Yeah.
your professional relationship with the company. But you should never burn bridges when you quit, because if you damage that relationship by quitting in a outrageous way, in an unprofessional
Yeah.
way, well then you can't use that employer as a reference.
Sometimes it's happening not because of you, actually. So I've heard many stories that companies, it can happen, they just didn't find, like, we are human beings. Yes, and in company, yes, in big companies, they have these codes of behavior, like, yeah, professional code, whatever. But sometimes we as human beings, people cannot find this common ground, and it makes sense. But yes, of course, generally it is better to have in good relationships with your previous company. It makes sense. It does make sense everywhere. Doesn't matter where you're living, in Nebraska, in Wisconsin, in Florida, or on other side, like in Alaska, I don't know. Would be better to have. Do not burn bridges when you quit your company. Yeah.
And you never know when you might need that employer again in the future, or
Yeah.
when you might even work for that employer again in the future. So you don't want to burn bridges.
Burned all my bridges.
And burn that bridge? No.
Number 10, to jump on the bandwagon. This is a fun one.
Bandwagon.
This is when you adopt a popular activity or trend. In the YouTube world, a popular trend is YouTube Shorts. Now, after a year of not making YouTube Shorts, I decided to jump on the bandwagon.
Bandwagon. Adopt a popular trend or activity. Phew, I think it is something that this idiom I would probably not use. I mean, that maybe I would, depends from situation. For example, if somebody did a good hairstyle, like, and it looks modern, and you want to give compliments, like, oh, you decided to jump on the bandwagon, like to have modern hairstyle, like something like that, because you want to, but it will be like, yeah, to give that these changes, somebody, for example, decided to dye her hair to the white color, brown color, I don't know, doesn't matter, and you decided to give compliments. Oh, you decided to jump on the bandwagon. You decided to have quite modern style. But yes, it depends. It depends. Yeah.
I decided to make YouTube Shorts because they're popular and they're trendy.
Every studio is jumping on the bandwagon.
I wish I had bit the bullet. Remember this one? Bit, that is the past. This is the past perfect. I wish I had bit the bullet sooner. Number 11, to be in the same boat. One of the most common idioms. This is when you face this.
Yeah, to be in the same boat. I've heard this idiom before. I think it is really common. Oh, my son is calling, so I must go. I wish you all the best. Jennifer Hart, to you, thank you for your support and for your amazing offer to improve my English with you and to work with English. Thank you, my heart. Hello to your son. Okay, I often just say half of the idiom. Like, I will just say, I will cross the bridge instead of I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Yes, it is like an interesting way to talk. I feel that sometimes people do this because they know what they mean, they understand, and usually they expect that other person is understanding too. And because sometimes some idioms in our mind, they don't need any additional explanation, because we think pretty often if I understand something, like I think that it's obvious for everyone, maybe. But like, for example, I think that in Russian language, if I'm using some idiom in my speech, I feel that nobody would ask question why I'm using this, because it's obvious for other people usually. But here, like, even if you did some short version of this idiom, and in my situation, of course, even full version I may not understand it sometimes, and but it is depends with whom you're talking. Yeah, it depends, because people, like in a normal ordinary conversation, if you're talking with it makes sense. Because I'm goofy this way. Okay, let's go.
Same challenges or are in a similar situation, the same boat. Julio is nervous about public speaking.
Yes.
Kezia is nervous about public speaking. They're in the same boat when it comes to public speaking.
We're in the same boat.
Looks like we're in the same boat.
Spick
Yes.
and span. I
Spick
love
and
this one.
span.
This means neat,
I
tidy,
did.
and
I
clean.
didn't stop on previous idiom, because I think this idiom is kind of obvious for everyone. When we are talking, we are in the same boat. I was thinking that it is. I knew this before, and I've heard this many times. People using around me. Yeah.
I always keep my office spick and span. How about your office? You can use this for anything, an entire room, or maybe even just a desk. She always keeps her desk spick and span.
Spick and span.
I want them spick and span.
Number
I love
13,
this
to
guy. He's from Lucifer. I've heard this.
Spick and span.
I want them spick.
Yes, Lucifer. I didn't watch all these seasons, and I've heard it is kind of popular on some platforms. I don't know, on Netflix, no? Or on this? No, on Netflix, maybe. Yes, but I didn't watch everything. I just saw some short videos on YouTube. They were recommending me to watch, and I mean, like, you know how it works. Yes, it looks. I want to watch it one day. Another thing in my list.
Spick and span.
Number 13, to cost an arm and a leg. This means to be very
Yes,
expensive.
I've
So
heard
there's
this.
a problem with your car. You could say, ugh, getting my car repaired is going to cost an arm and a leg.
Yes, getting my car repaired is going to cost an arm and a leg. To buy a house or an apartment, it costs an arm and a leg, really, especially nowadays. Because I was looking for some apartments, and I was starting to think, what if I will buy land, and if I will put on this land in future, like some trailer, and it is enough. You don't need to buy like extremely expensive house, not necessary, but still it cost an arm and a leg. It is true.
Going to be very expensive.
Air
Yeah.
conditioners cost an arm and a leg.
And it won't cost you an arm and a leg.
You could also say cost a pretty penny,
Pretty-
which is our next idiom, number 14, and it means exactly the same thing. Very expensive. So the same example as before, but now you can say getting my car repaired is going to cost a pretty penny. You can
Getting my car repaired is going to cost a pretty penny. Pretty penny, I like it. It is like pretty penny. I feel that it sounds nice. It sounds cute. And yeah.
You can use either one.
Because it cost a pretty penny.
It cost me a pretty penny today.
How about number 15? Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. This means
Yeah, dirt cheap.
very cheap. Very
Dirt cheap. Okay. It is like not fair game cheap for some like businesses. Or it will cost a kidney and a liver. Oh yeah, I think I've heard this. No? Or kidney, only kidney. A liver I never heard. It would, because in Russian language they have like, it would cost you a kidney too. Kind of popular. And liver? Liver, it may, yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, it makes sense, yes. Okay.
very inexpensive. So let's say I see my best friend with this new designer handbag. I can say, wow, that Gucci handbag must have cost an arm and a leg, or must have cost a pretty penny. But then she can say, actually, it was dirt cheap. So I could say, really? How? And that's our next idiom, number 16, a knockoff. Do you know what a knockoff is? This is a copy or imitation of a product.
A knockoff, a copy or imitation of a product. Wow.
So my friend does not have a real Gucci handbag. It's a knockoff. So when
I never heard this idiom before. That sounds knockoff. I never heard this idiom before. Yes.
when you buy a Rolex, make sure it's not a knockoff.
It's just a cheap knockoff.
Number 17
I love this. I love this type of cartoons, like Simpsons, Family Guy. I don't know, so much stuff you can find, and I love it.
Just a cheap knockoff.
Number 17 to hit the road. I love this one. I use it a lot. This is when you begin a journey or simply leave a place. So to begin a journey, you can say, I'm packed, let's hit the road. Let's begin our journey. Or you could say, oh,
I'm packed, so let's hit the road. A little hit the road. Begin a journey or leave a place. Okay.
it's getting late. Let's hit the road.
Yes, hit the road.
Let's hit the road.
Number 18, to break a sweat. This
It's
is
to
when
put
you
an effort. I feel break a sweat, it is like to put an effort. Yeah.
exert physical effort. So at the gym, if you
Yes.
run really fast, you're going to break a sweat, which means you begin sweating. To break a sweat. But it could also be when you work really hard.
Yeah.
You could break a sweat. But we also use this in the negative. Oh, this lesson was too easy, Jennifer. I didn't even break a sweat. Well, I'll have to make the next one harder for you.
Break a
Number
sweat.
19 to be
I like. I think that I did. I'm not sure that I remember this or knew this before, but it sounds good expression that you would use in basic days, everyday situations. Yeah, it is. Oh, hello, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. I'm glad to see you. I see new face in our chat. And hi to you, Thomas. Glad to see you. I'm hoping that you're doing amazing. I'm sending to your heart. Hope that you're doing well. Hope that you're feeling well. Hope you're healthy. And yeah, everything is going well in your life. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, I say that I would love to use some idioms like this before break a sweat. It's possibly that I will forget them quite high chances, but I would love them to be able to use. Maybe I will achieve this fluency. And of course, for this I need to read a lot of books. Like now I'm reading, still reading the same book as before, like 3 months ago. Because I said to you that I had a little bit break from English, from everything, like for a few months, because I needed this. And now I'm still reading the Eclipse book. Actually, I believe if everything will go well, I today finish this book, and maybe if I will read more often, it will help me to improve my English. And how to say it, without breaking a sweat, I will achieve fluency if I will read a lot. Okay, let's go.
Under the weather, a must-know idiom. This simply means to be or feel sick. So you might send a message to your team and say, I'm going to work from home today. I'm a little under the weather.
It makes sense, because last 2 weeks I was under the weather. I was feeling not so well, I was feeling sick. And I was like, gosh, is it possible to feel so long sick? But it happened with me. And I'm like, it never happened before, but here we are again. And yes, close to 2 weeks I was feeling sick. And it looks like I was under the weather. It sounds ridiculous. Why weather? Why under? But okay, we will use this idiom. I take it. Okay. I'm going to work from home today. I'm a little under the weather and I don't want to get anyone sick. I like this. I like that he cares about other people. He's trying to protect them from being under the weather. And I think that I try to protect people from school, despite that I needed to go to the school to earn a little bit money, and I was like, I'm under the weather, I cannot take additional assignments. But of course I was not able even to talk, and I'm understanding this situation. Being under the weather, I will try to remember this. Quite good phrase. And yes, okay, let's go to another topic. I mean, not topic, idiom.
And I don't want to get anyone sick.
Well, they're under the weather.
And finally, number 20, to call it a day. This is when you decide to stop working on something. Well, this is the 20th idiom, so let's call it a day. I'm going to stop working on this video. I'm going to end the video, and you can stop as well. Well, in just a few minutes. Now notice the expression uses
to call it a day, that means that to call it a day in few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe 10. Yes, we will finish this live stream, because what I wanted today to do with you, just to talk a little bit about idioms, about English idioms, and I'm always struggling with them. You would ask, Alex, why you're struggling with idioms? They're like easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's only one idiom that I'm using more often, but you would say like it is not so difficult, but believe me, it is challenging. Despite you can find video reactions of me, of myself, watching videos about idioms maybe 1 year ago or maybe 2 years ago, but still I forget some of them, and still some of them already know on you, like some of them I'm refreshing, but it is long journey to learn about English. It takes years to understand, and you really can break a sweat while you're studying English. It is true, because it requires some efforts. Okay, let's finish this video that she is talking about, and then we will call it a day. Okay.
Day. Let's call it a day. If it were 8 o'clock at night, you could say, well, it's 8, so let's call it a day, or let's call it a night. So at night, you can choose to use night, but you can also still use day.
Can I say, let's call it a morning? Because here it is like, it's like 12 p.m. Yes, let's call it a morning. It makes sense. It makes sense.
So you can just use day for all situations.
Call it a day.
We're gonna call it a day.
Now you have 20 of the most common idioms in your speech. There are hundreds of idioms in English. Do you want me to teach you more? If you do, put more idioms, more idioms, more idioms in the comments, and I'll bite the bullet and make another lesson for you.
And I bite a bullet, and I will do some effort to make lesson for you. Yes, that's it. That's it. I'm glad that we were today a little bit trying to understand. I feel that you already knew all of them because, oh my god, my drawers are open. Okay, what can I say? It is amazing opportunity to look for some idioms with you. I'm glad that I had such amazing opportunity to chat with you and try to understand a little bit more about English. Obviously, for me, it takes a while to comprehend everything, and in future, I believe it is just a matter of time. Maybe one day, will not have any accent. Maybe after 10 years, 15, I don't know. But who knows? Maybe I will always have accent. I don't know. And thank you. I explained why I feel it is a bad thing to do above, Sam. Okay, thank you. I missed something there in our Eagle Chat community. I hope that. And yeah, by the way, thank you, Lisa Marshall, for your always support. Thank you, Lisa Marshall, for helping, giving links, encouraging people to leave likes and comments. Thank you for that support, Lisa Marshall. And yes, what we will do now? Just couple words, and we will finish this amazing live stream. I want to say to you, all of you, for being here today in this amazing live stream, for helping me to understand better English, because I feel that studying English will be I need a lot to improve for myself, definitely. And thank you all of you for being today. It was an unexpected live stream, and still you found time for leaving your like, and I appreciate it. Okay, I'm hugging you. I'm wishing you all of the best. Be yourself. Be your version of yourself. Be healthy, in good mood. Yeah, I'm wishing you be yourself. And as always, I'm hugging you, sending you this little heart, and see you next time.